Boy. Hello, everyone. Hello, hi. It's finally Friday. It's finally the weekend. I hope you guys are excited. I am excited for it to not be 80 degrees, but you know what? I guess summer is here now, I guess. But hello. Welcome in, everyone. What do we have here? We have Lemon1234. Thank you for the first time chat. It's nice having you here. If I may ask, how did you find me out? Or how did you find me throughout all of the rest of Twitch? If you didn't mind me asking. Also, hi Martini. Hi Seth. Hi Silver. Silver, have a good lurk, by the way. And hello, Mego. And hello, anyone else who's currently lurking right now. Complete accident. Gotcha. Well, it's nice to see you here. Nice to have you here nonetheless. But yeah, that is not the game I wanted to play today. I almost just opened up the entirely wrong game. Cool. Good job, Trinity. Good. Okay, there we go. Yeah, hope we're all doing well today. I'm doing great. I'm really excited for the weekend, even if it means well, let me rewind it a bit. I'm excited for the weekend. I'm probably gonna be taking some time to maybe hang out in VR and whatnot, but besides that, I need to get off my ass. I need to like edit a video for like the first time in like ever that I'm not like editing for like an April Fool's bit or whatever. I'm gonna have to like lock into that. That's only slightly terrifying, and then I'm probably gonna be fine. Anyway, let's head over here. Yeah, hope you guys are. I hope you guys also have something excited planned for the weekend. I'm mostly just gonna be vibing. Maybe I'll do Sunday. Sunday will be like the time where I like put my whole ass into like editing a video. We'll see. We'll figure things out. Anyway, we're back to playing more of this. Um, we did a lot last stream. We kind of beat up a bunch of dragons. Now we have a bunch of keystones to open up a dungeon, so we're gonna go do that. Trinity, hi Kita. Kita, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh god, alright. I needed to make this swap like immediately. Hold on. What was I gonna do? Man, I, in my mind, I was like, there's a plan I was gonna do with the party member who kind of was not doing a lot, but now it's just like, greetings, chubby goober, smoochable one. Wow. Hope you're doing well, Akita. It's nice to see you here. Uh, hmm. I mean, shit. We might as well just stick with that. We're gonna lose out a lot of DPS, but like, I think we'll be fine as is. I live, I think. Also, I have 4 cats now. Nice. What kind of cats are they? I never grew up with any cats. I only ever grew up with dogs. But I imagine that they're all very lovely creatures that you have. Right, hold on. Right, we got all these here. These keystones. One of each for each dragon that I killed. So I have way too damn many. But I also have exactly what I need. So we're gonna start with that. Can I just land right over there? Nope. Okay, cool. Land here. Orange flavored, orange, vanilla, Oreo, and pepper. Oh. Lovely creatures. I've heard many tales of orange cats. How they all collectively share the same brain cell. It's just like, who has it at the current moment? But they all sound like such lovely creatures. Uh-oh. Speaking of creatures, I gotta get out of here. Oh man, I just played this game yesterday. I don't remember any of the menuing. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Dang it. Two orange don't like each other. Personally, I think it's because they can't decide which one gets the species-wide brain cell next. Gotcha. Also, hi Cynic, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Oh man, what the hell am I gonna do with this team comp? I'm kind of like putting so much on. Okay, just for a moment. Just for a moment, we're gonna swap back and do some of the stuff that did work before. Hold on. Where's these? Re-equip that, and then swap that with two-handed. Ow. Hi, Koga! Koga, thank you for checking in. Oh, and then we can set this to examine. Okay, cool. I've lost out on basically nothing. Fuck. Never mind, I lost out on... Man, I wish there was such a better way to do this. Whatever. We just don't have, we don't have pirate debuffs for this. Whatever. We have Softmaker. That's close enough.
Did you hear that sound? I believe the gate is finally unlocked.
That was anticlimactic. He could have at least included a flash, a bang, or a puff of smoke.
Oh, thank you for the belly rubs, Koga. Hope you're doing well. So nice to see you. So happy for the weekend. I think this week has been, like, just overall pretty decent. A lot of, like...
It's freezing in here. Even colder than it is outside.
It may be, like, a couple, like, ups and downs along the way, but overall I enjoyed this week way more than last week.
Did we just stumble into an art gallery?
They all have a sort of forlorn look to them.
Should be level 60 for this. Cool, I'm actually on level. Glad to hear, yeah. Is this really the best I got? Oh, brother. Alright. Well, I'm glad I'm already off the bat finding secrets. The Blood Blade. Oh, a magic sword with the drain ability. Okay, cool. I'm glad I have this. Oh, oh, cool. Great start. Oh man, am I already cooked? No. Ah, cool. Great start. Literally cooked to death with the Hellfire of Cerberus or whatever. Damn, this sucks. This dungeon sucks already. Magnus bats. Oh, cool, sick. Oh, I never re-equipped you. Oh god, hold on, I can fix this. That's so much HP. Okay, whatever. Alright. At least I know I get to be here. Because I'm on level, like, properly. But it's gonna be another moment of, if I have Lux, it's cool. If not, then it's gonna suck. Cool, it's doable, except it perished once again. The bad feeling about this place. Oh!
My, what a large portrait. Is that Lord DeRosso?
His wife was sure an attractive one. Oh, and it says something under the painting. Lester, eldest son of the House of DeRosso, future clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy. Born in the land of Eternia on a cold winter's day. So, that's his mother, not his beautiful young wife. And that little baby is Lord DeRosso.
Clergyman? Of the Crystal Adventists?
Is something the matter, Agnes?
Isn't this guy like 200
The
years old?
Crystal Adventists were the predecessors of the Crystal Orthodoxy. It is now known as the Old Faith. But it hasn't been practiced in over 2,400 years. How could he have been a member of the Adventist clergy? According to this portrait, Lord DeRosso is incredibly old, even ancient.
You just can't go around saying
Yes,
people are
indeed.
old. Oh,
For I was born of these frozen lands in a time some 2,400 years from this day.
never mind, he's chill with it. He knows he's old. Oh, flashbang.
And this portrait?
I was but an infant, as you can see. This is a reproduction, however. The original was lost long ago to fire.
And what of the part that reads, clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy?
Yes. As Wind Vestal, you would be expected to take interest in such matters. But ere I delve into the matter of the Old Faith and the Orthodoxy, allow me to tell of the founding of this land. As you may well know, this land had long been ruled by the Crystal Orthodoxy.
Orthopacy.
However,
I don't know why
15
my brain
years
like butchered
past,
that.
the Templar
Oh
rose
god.
up and occupied their lands.
Hi Yuki.
Thus was the Duchy of Eternia born. Or so I
Yuki, it's been a
expect
while. How have you
been
been?
taught.
How is you?
Yes. My father attacked the Orthodoxy's head temple and seized the Earth Crystal.
Indeed, it was the Templars' military might that was the Orthodoxy's rule.
Oh, very gay.
In the
I'm
eyes
so
of
glad.
Vestal,
I'm so happy for
he
you,
was a
Yuki.
traitor and usurper.
Huh?
However, the Templar did not found a new state. In truth, he restored an ancient dynasty.
He did?
Long before the Crystal Orthodoxy ruled this land, it was known as the Kingdom of Eternia.
Heard of a polycule
In a
Zoan.
time
Oh, I
2,400
see.
years
I
past,
remember you said
Eternia was a
that
bountiful
you were
land
like
blessed
partners with
four
Zoan,
distinct seasons.
but I don't know who else.
The highlands were not as lofty as they are today. People and ideas flowed freely from other
Happy
lands.
for you. I'm so happy for you, Yuki.
The kings of Eternia were protectors of the Earth Crystal and the Crystal Adventists, ruling in peace for generations. To the west lay the castle of the House of DeRosso, hereditary dukes of Eternia with royal blood in their veins. Relations with the royal family were good, and ever did the kings of Eternia treat the dukes of our house with kindness. In return, the House of DeRosso
Yeah.
did faithfully
Hi,
serve
Luxter.
generations of Eternian kings.
Oh man, everyone's blowing me up. Ah! Oh, hi, Graham.
A family portrait by Lord DeRosso. Little did he know of the approaching maelstrom. Such tragedy that we could not possibly fathom.
Ow. Bullying the streamer today, I guess. Damn. I'm dating Zoe, she's dating Dolph and Aurora. I see. I like how they all just have the little yinglets. Oh wait, no, I guess all 4 of you guys are yinglets, I guess. No! Yippee! Hi, Grim. Nice having you here. Thank you for rolling over all of these redeems. Ah. Yuki has the yinglet form. Ah, gotcha. Most of the time, she's a wolfsky. Like a wolf husky. If I'm understanding this right. Oh my god, what's happening here? Ow! Dolph and Aurora are friends of mine. I love them both like family. I love that. I love that for you, Yuki. Oh, you're out of points? I see. Grim, thank you for the watch streak as well. That was no damage. Items you could not carry or discarded. Oh my god, it emptied out the chest because I had maxed out stacks of Dragon Fang. That's hilarious. First strike, cool. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and then something attack. That is bullshit. I assure you, it is like actually no problem. Genuinely, I have. Okay, hold on. I'll show you after this battle is over just how much of a non-issue that actually is. Just blow this guy up real quick. The power of my summons. So that item is used for mixing items together. As you can see, I have a maxed out stack of all of these items, which is 99. So I have 100 more of these to go, and I can just purchase these again somewhere else. So it's actually like totally fine. But it's like, Trinity, where the hell did you get all this money from that lets you get all these stacks of items, like all these stacks of these items? Oh boy. Do I have such a wonderful answer to that question? I still have this much from my... oh my god, Windows? I still have this much money from when I did the farm the other day. So, I'm doing totally fine on cash. If I ever run out, I can just go buy more. So, it's actually totally fine that I just threw that item on the floor, I guess. I can just buy more later. Now, if it was like a piece of equipment or something, then I'd be a little bit more worried. But it's totally fine. Like I said, it's a non-issue. I don't want to be here at all. I don't want to fight these dogs at all. That's why. Cool. Better than Wild Arms, which if you were capped on an item you find in a chest, you put it back in the chest. Why is that bad? There's an optional super boss that only shows up if every chest in the game is open. Wait, for real? Oh, that's so silly, actually. Also, hi, Fury. Welcome in. Hi, Fury. We're in the building. Really cool pink or purple plates. That's way more pink. Oh my god. Nimble, thank you for the 100 watch streak. Oh my god. I'm so surprised that I've been streaming for that long. Or that I've had this implemented for as long as I have. Ooh. Well, let me see here. Also, I've made a discovery about myself recently. I found that while I'm perfectly comfortable being human, I don't think I'd feel dysphoric if I woke up tomorrow physically as Yuki. I also sometimes get some phantom sense for canine ears to be on my head. Big part of that is because I have a very close connection to Yuki Sona. Because of this, I have concluded that I'm Sona Therian adjacent. Honestly, I'd love to hear that. We love being able to conquer our like dysphoria or dysmorphias however we can, and you know what? Yeah, that's just huge. But that's a good step forward, Yuki. There's a lot of stuff in Wild Arms you can miss without really knowing about it then, and I was following a walkthrough the whole way through. Oh. Yeah, I'm only seeing, like... I've seen a lot of Wild Arms the last, like, 2 days alone, or, like, the last couple of weeks. It's like, I'm seeing a lot of people playing it, but I've never known the game in, like, my entire life, which is very interesting. I always love figuring out stuff like that, especially about, like, especially when it comes to RPGs and whatnot. Right, I was rubbing my face against the wall here. Nothing. Okay. It's not a dysphoria or euphoria, it's just a friend shared a Therian related comic a few months ago. I felt called out by it, but I didn't know why. I see. And it was the initial moment, I guess. Just like, hey, wait a minute. I'm still glad for you nonetheless. Oh my god, you don't have any armor. I'm not gonna question why I didn't have fucking I'm not gonna question why my party member didn't have armor on. We're just gonna walk into here and everything's gonna be totally fine. Has Blem been infobombing you with some Wild Arms content? No, it's Blem. Well, that's not Blem. I've seen a bit of the game from Gravy Cat streaming it, and then as far as I know, like the moment I saw that game from Gravy, it's like everybody knows about it, and I've seen Blem over in their chats. It's definitely one of those moments that it's just like, yeah, I know of the game's existence, and now it seems like it's everywhere. These guys are probably weak to win. If not, then I'm going to be very silly. That's not wind. I'm out of MP. Oh, that sucks. Are they weak to thunder? Ooh. There we go. I didn't explode from that one that time. It's not important enough thing for me to add to my profile descriptions. It is important enough to me to make that distinction. No, that's totally fair. I get it. Experiment. Never mind. They are weak to wind. Cool. I'm glad I figured that out as soon as Adia died. I should be hitting more of like the defensive buttons instead of the offensive ones.
What magnificent vestments. This must be none other than Lord De Rosso.
Also,
As a portrait of my
people in
ordained
chat earlier
as
were talking
Cardinal
about
of
Wild Arms.
Orthodoxy, I was as yet... No, let us move on to other matters. I was born of the House of De Rosso, hereditary Dukes of Eternia. Blessed was my youth. My parents showered affection upon me, and I was beloved by the people. And the king bestowed favor upon
That's
me
why
as
it's so
well.
fresh in my mind.
Upon royal recommendation, I was made a cleric of the Crystal Adventists, the Old Faith, in my 19th year. I devoted my body
if
and
4 is
soul to my
controversial.
clerical duties.
There are
For
4 of those
king,
Wild
For
Arms
kingdom,
games?
for faith. Sleep became an off-missed luxury. But before long, a new tide began sweeping through the Crystal Adventists. There were those who wanted the clergy to control the 4 crystals of Luxendark, rather than local monarchies and temples. That belief formed the core of the Crystal Orthodoxy. The Eternian royal family, keepers of the Earth Crystal, immediately assented to this new way. I soon found myself appointed to the position of Cardinal in the Orthodoxy. Me, a mere cleric. Cardinal De Rosso. Those were my days of glory. Even now, the mere sound of the then-new title is dear to me. The old faith was remade entirely into the Crystal Orthodoxy, and the decision was made to elect a Grand Patriarch to rule. Thereupon, cardinals throughout the world gathered for a conclave to elect the first Grand Patriarch. Amid the conclave's maelstrom, I was approached by a cardinal who wished for me to vote for his choice. I suppose it was my youth and sincerity that made me reject the notion out of hand. But that was my downfall, for I was forced from the position of cardinal by the fraudulently elected Grand Patriarch. I had been but fervent in my beliefs and ideals. What I did only for the Orthodoxy, and for the people of this world.
The old faith and the Orthodoxy. The Kingdom of Eternia and the Duchy. That was all a bit hard to follow.
I agree. There are no major differences in teachings between the Old Faith and Orthodoxy. They both revere the 4 crystals. I have heard that the Adventists gave way to the new and truer ideas of the Orthodoxy and faded away.
No wonder the old faith was abandoned.
Yet there is more to the story, for history is not more than accounts recorded by the victorious.
Oh wait, hold on, let me see here.
To solidify their power, the victors showered contempt.
4 is controversial. There are
upon
5
the
in total,
vanquished.
okay.
So it was those who held the reins of power within the Orthodoxy relentlessly pressed for the Adventists' eradication. No one recalls the words of the vanquished if the victorious write them out of history. 'Tis as if they had never existed.
I'd been taught that the battle between the 2 faiths had been fierce, and in its wake, devastation persisting to this day covered all the lands.
Well, people only talk about the trilogy
That
of
is an
1 through 3.
uncharacteristically
Okay.
accurate account for the Orthodoxy, save for their false reckoning of time. It was after the Orthodoxy had begun ruling the world that the endless conflict with the Adventists began. I should know, for I was there to bear witness firsthand.
Lord De Rosso, how could you possibly be that old?
Epic oratory. Hold on one second. There are 6 Wild Arms games, actually, if you include XF. Then 7 if you include the remake of the first game. 4 and 5 are one hell of a gameplay switch, perhaps a bit too much for classic fans. I see. From what very little I've seen of the gameplay, it seems very interesting for like one of those like early like RPGs and whatnot. There's also a gacha that lasted like a month. I see. Supposedly a spiritual successor to Wild Arms 1 in the works by some of the original studio hands. Ooh, Armed Fantasia. Interesting. I'm learning all of the lore of Wild Arms today. But I love that. Like I said, I love figuring out about all of these like cool like early like RPGs that I've never heard of. It's almost like that's like what I try and play here. Oh, Ringabel, you were sawing logs almost the entire time Lord DeRosa was speaking. Your ass was knocked the fuck out. Sawing logs. She means you were sleeping. Ah, so it was that obvious? Obvious? You were snoring like a bear. I was. You'll have to forgive me. Even I know that's really rude. That it is. Even if that was an incredibly long bit of oratory. That's right, Ring a Bell. You were really rude. I mean, your snoring even woke me up. What? You mean you were sleeping too, Adia? So many floors of this dungeon. First strike, cool, we're leaving. Soul of Tamasa. Or was that? Oh yeah, here it is. Soul of Tamasa. Divine amulet that greatly raises intelligence. There we go. We're gonna put that on our gun, on our MP gun, and that'll be fine. DeRosa and his winding ass castle. Cool. I'm very paranoid about hidden walls if it's not obvious. I know we had one at the start, but it's just like... Okay. The 1 MP cost successor for Final Fantasy VI. Oh wait, is that what it did? Uh-oh. Yeah. That sucks. I can turn it off for a little bit. Re-equip that to ring a bell. Yeah, I don't think they're giving us a 1 MP in this game that easily. Although it would be so fucking cool to have, honestly. Just 1 MP summons would go so crazy, except that's busted as fuck. And I imagine that they wouldn't. Alright. What was the accessory from Final Fantasy X? It's like God Hand or something like that. That's the 1 MP cost.
This one shows a castle in flames.
large army surrounds it. It looks as if it could fall at any moment.
Is this not this very castle? See, this is the western corridor right here.
There's another castle burning in the distance. It's near where Eternian's central command is today.
So then, that's the Orthodoxy's head temple in flames?
Nay, the distant castle in flames belonged to the King of Eternia, and the castle in the fore. 'Tis the abode of my family, the House of De Rosso.
But why? Why would such a terrible thing?
Going to do it.
The Kingdom of Eternia
What's going
was
to happen?
suddenly beset by a great host from another land. We would
Oh,
later
man.
come to know that it was a four-state coalition sent by order of the Crystal Orthodoxy. They had been told the King of Eternia sought a return to Adventism and was arming for war against the Orthodoxy. The Grand Patriarch used this fiction to order a great muster of forces from across the lands. Alas, I failed to heed the many warning signs. I rejected the scheming Cardinal's choice for Grand Patriarch.
Genji Glove
But
Master
he
Scroll.
succeeded in luring votes from other factions, and his became the ruling faction of the
I've never
Grand
played Final
Patriarchy.
Fantasy VI, so I don't know those words.
It was they who wished to establish Crystal Orthodoxy as the uncontested world religion. Under their orders, the castle of the Eternian King was besieged. It fell in mere weeks. Before long, the great host was at the gates of our castle, and my father lay brutally murdered. The water supply was poisoned, and the Orthodoxy's forces drew an ironclad ring around the castle. By then, the castle sheltered naught but the elderly, the young, the wounded. There was no hope of resistance. I was forced to sue for peace, even offering my own mother as hostage per their demands. Yet that failed to break the siege. The commoners who had placed their faith in my family and me slowly starved to death. It was then that a letter arrived from a man. That man was the Cardinal, who had sought to influence my vote. The Fiend was now the officer in charge of the attack. He wrote that he would not accept my surrender. Such was the hatred he bore for me. Such hatred that he was willing to let countless innocents die. My mother had been murdered. Our castle was consumed in flames. That is the painting you see here.
How could the Orthodoxy do such a thing?
This all reminds me of what happened during the Great Plague.
Indeed. Perhaps the Templar and I are not so very different. To be betrayed by what you believe in. To have your family and those you protect murdered. Though we do not see eye to eye, perhaps it is a shared sorrow that binds us.
Right, there's more dialogue.
Lord De Roso's castle siege painting.
Such a tragic tale.
I'm glad I am doing this now because I totally forgot like anything in this castle. This is a whole bunch of lore stuff that is actually pretty vital, but yeah, I just don't remember it. It's nice hearing it again. Uh-oh. Woven gloves. That's something. I'm not sure what. Greatly raised dexterity. Which is the accuracy? Yeah, physical attack accuracy and brave attack rate. Which I think brave attack is just like the amount of times you attack in a physical attack? No, wait, no, that doesn't sound right. No, agility is your hit count. I'm not sure what brave attack rate is. Hyper bracers. Oh. Greatly raised strength. Okay, cool. We'll just put that on this guy, who's going to be blocking everything. Or he'll be countering everything.
Look!
Such fierce flames.
Ooh.
Though I wish not to remember that day, it is indelibly etched upon my mind.
How did you survive?
The Orthodoxy lay siege yet would accept no surrender. My mother, father, relatives, and my people lay dead. It was then I set our castle ablaze. But as the flames began to lick my body, something slipped into me. Betrayed by the precepts I believed in, was I not bitter? Robbed of my beloved homeland, my dearest of kin, my people, slain. Amid such despair, was I content to simply welcome death? Nay, I heard a voice. Accept me, and I shall grant life everlasting. Though it shall be filled with grief, thou shalt have all eternity to wreak vengeance upon thine enemies. Did I forge a dark pact with some fiendish entity that day? Or was it a rebirth, triggered by a future me, reaching back to the past? Panicked upon failing to find my body, the Orthodoxy chose to denounce my family and me as ghoulish vampires. Thus have I been living an immortal existence ever since.
Then the name Vampire Castle is...
A lie that has been perpetrated by the Orthodoxy for some 2,400 years. Though it is true I am immortal, I am no vampire. I find the smell of blood too revolting to ever drink it. Having said that, I have done naught to quell the rumors. In truth, I endeavored to embellish them. My ability to transform myself into a bat and grow these fangs are the fruits of many years. Long, long years of effort. Tell me, O Vestal of the Wind, what does the Crystal Orthodoxy have to say about the passing of the first Grand Patriarch?
He chose the second Grand Patriarch and prayed for peace and the well-being of the faithful as he passed peacefully from this world.
Passed peacefully from this world, you say? I know the truth to be far different.
What do you mean?
The first Grand Patriarch was assassinated, along with his Archbishop, the man who had been my bane. The assassin himself tells you this. There is no other truth. That was when I forsook this land, Soon after, sightings of the vampire Lester De Rosso began to crop up throughout the world. I became a veritable Duke of Darkness, forging ties with those bearing hatred toward the Orthodoxy, and those it had oppressed. I was the enemy of man, the hated and feared vampire. But more than that, I was known as the arch-enemy of the Orthodoxy. And after some 500 years, a fateful encounter with one whom you all know well. No, let us leave the matter for another time.
I love these. Just like, yeah, I didn't actually become a vampire, but like, I don't know. I'll grow out these fangs and turn into a bat anyway. I've just figured this out over time.
Depicting Lord De Rosso's immortality.
He was granted everlasting life. He can't ever die.
Oh. Scary. Terrifying. I didn't realize I'd still had auto on from the last time. Oh my god. Ugh. We have a lot of, man, we climbed up so many floors here, and we already have an ad break coming up in like a couple minutes. Huh. Well, I'll go ahead and run the ad break a little bit early. A couple minutes early. I want to just get up, have a bit of a stretch, take a quick sip. I see the furry villain core. Taking the label put on them big bigots and using it for good. Yeah, everyone's calling De Rosso a vampire. But he's just like, I'm not a vampire, but I can go with it. And that's how he became, like, feared. He used that shit. He's like, oh, I'm a vampire? Alright. Alright. Yeah, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Hope you guys take this time to also get some self-care. Get a stretch. A big stretch. Sip of water. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Enjoy some music if you don't have any ads, by the way. And yeah, BRB. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a good couple minutes break. There's more lore here. I want to know the rest of the lore of this place. Oh man, I made it 50-50. It's like, oh, is it the chest down this way or this way? I was wrong, the first time. Uh-oh. Magic armlets. What's that do? Magic armlets. Greatly raises mind. I like how I'm finding a lot of really good equipment in here, actually. Stuff that I've been kind of needing for a little while. Not having a speed tie. Not having the pirate to influence the speed is going to be really bad, actually. Lamia's tiara. This anti-charm. Okay. Oh yeah, anti-charm is totally fine. I'm like, wait, Anya should have this maybe, and then she already has the ribbon, so we're totally fine actually. Turn down to 0 for a bit, just so I could rub my face against the wall here. Okay, cool. There's nothing here, actually. Oh god, I haven't checked that place in forever. Uh-oh. Living on 3 HP.
A battlefield landscape?
It represents the long and hard-fought war between the Orthodoxy and we denizens of darkness. For 500 years, my thirst for vengeance remained unsated. It had also been 500 years since the Orthodoxy had been founded. The world was in the midst of an age of seafaring and piracy. Compared to the great exchange of ideas and information, the once hallowed Orthodoxy began to lose its luster. The authority of the Grand Patriarch and the Orthodoxy itself began to wane. Fearing irrelevancy, the Grand Patriarchy acted rashly to regain its authority. This led to the unusual decision to select a commoner, the gifted young Yuliana, for an important task.
Yuliana? Sage Yuliana?
Yes, indeed. At age 20, the young Yuliana became High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy.
Oh cool, we're getting lore for the old man that sucks.
It's hard to believe he ever was young.
It was no laughing matter, for there was no one more skilled at rooting out enemies of the faith than he. The shadowy ones, those who had been working against the Orthodoxy, were crushed by the host he led. In the several decades that saw him age, I cannot count the number of times we have crossed swords, he and I. In the great battle waged on the Karka Plain, the might of our clashing forces rent the very earth into a vast rift.
Yeah.
You mean the rift under Ison Bridge?
In the battle at the foot of Mount Fragmentum, our armies smote the mountain to its very roots.
how that ravine was created.
Oh my god.
And in the battle fought on the Harina Plain, the once fertile earth was reduced to desolation. The loss of that fertile plain is believed to have ushered in the downfall of the Harina dynasty.
To think any sort of battle could change the face of the Earth so.
We fought our final battle 1800 years ago on the Norende Heights in the land of Kaldisla.
The Norende Heights? That's where the Great Chasm opened up!
Ooh.
In the end, Juliana, High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy, utterly defeated me. Lord De Rosso, leader of the Shadows.
1400 years
defeated?
ago.
But you're here with us today.
Yes, well, there was more to that final battle than meets the eye. You see, I ceded the glory of victory to young Juliana that day. I say young in my reckoning, for he was already 100 then. Juliana returned triumphantly to Eternia with what he claimed to be my remains. What he brought them was not human. And when the Templar attacked the head temple 15 years past, it is said they found my tomb deep underground. Ever dreading the darkness and my return, the Orthodoxy kept those duplicitous remains under arcane seal for over 1,000 years. 'Tis a tale replete with irony, is it not?
Damn. They were that afraid. So, oh yeah, he's dead, but let's make sure he's dead forever and go put a seal on his, like, coffin at his, like, burnt down castle or whatever. And then fucking Lord De Rosso is just looking at them from a distance doing this shit. It's just like, oh, that's funny. Man, crazy that.
Lord De Rosso's war landscape.
It's hard to imagine a war lasting 500 years.
I'm not sure how many floors we have at this place. I'm just gonna keep going. Like, this is just the lore tower, essentially. That's important. Love to have a mega elixir. I'd love to not use it until I need it. Trust me, one day I will use my one day I will use my elixirs. That day is not today. Well, now Adia is the one that's kind of eating shit right now. I really need to start hitting Utsumi before, like, anything. I need to hit my guaranteed dodge. Also, this is on hard mode in case anybody forgot. Hard mode in this game boosts enemy stats by 25% and does nothing else. So I've been fighting an uphill battle this whole time. Wait a sec. I don't want to fight that. Is this like more fire?
That is... say Juliana.
Yes, indeed. No one would mistake such a man for young now.
So he's also like 1,000
Having
years
put
old.
down the blood-sucking Lord De Rosso, bane of the Crystal Orthodoxy, he became the first ever commoner to become an archbishop. Perhaps it was a small honor they threw his way, for he was already 101 years old and would not long count among the living.
Yeah.
That makes it sound despicable.
Agreed. The truth is, however, that was when Yuliana's plot was at its most clever.
What happened?
The sage's plot? What was he plotting?
He was taking measures to separate you Vestals and the faithful among the people from the Orthodoxy's corruption. After serving some 80 years, he had witnessed firsthand how corrupt the institution had become. Should nothing be done, it would not be long before the putrid poison would do harm to the most innocent of the faith. So it was he vowed to rid the Orthodoxy of the source of this poison, the concentration of power.
But how?
For the great feat of defeating me, Yuliana had been made archbishop, but in name only. But such was not key to his plot. Timing was the key. The proper time to separate the Vestals and the faithful from the Orthodoxy.
And just what timing would that be?
The great upthrust of the Eternian Highlands. At the time, the Highlands were not so formidable as they are today. But a colossal movement of earth and rock thrust the Highlands to lofty heights, thereby isolating Eternia from the world.
Hold on a moment. He was waiting for the Earth to move? How could he have known when such an event would take place?
I shall tell you in time. For now, I will say this. Yuliana bided his time till the Orthodoxy was cut off from the world. And at last, it happened. The Highlands ringing Eternia did thrust up to about half its height today. The Orthodoxy-ruled Eternia now found itself completely isolated, for this was an age preceding the airship.
Oh my god, wait, yeah, airships hadn't been made
And
yet.
while the Earth Crystal remained in their keep, control of the crystals of fire, water, and wind was returned to their respective temples.
Oh.
This, what you believe to be the true form of crystalism, is the fruit of Yuliana's efforts.
That was the sage's doing? I won't ever call him a miserable old lech again.
Sage.
Give him like 2 seconds of talking and you'll say it again.
A portrait of the Archbishop.
He looks just as he does today, save for that elaborate attire.
Oh, I see. I think we've finally made it to the top. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah, he's in his own little throne and everything. Oh my goodness.
What is that glowing jewel-like object? I could swear I've seen something like that before.
I believe you have seen a similar sight countless times. It is known as an asterisk.
Oh.
An asterisk? As in those objects we possess?
That's how we transform into our jobs.
Yes, indeed. The second stage in Yuliana's plot against the Orthodoxy's authority was to deprive them of the power to grant vocations.
Grant vocations? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Before Juliana intervened, special approval was required to change vocations within the Crystal Orthodoxy. In this way, the institution grew rich
exactly.
through fat profits they called alms.
Oh, so the Orthodoxy cornered the job market and the fees to participate therein.
In layman's terms, yes. But Juliana exposed this fact before the reigning Grand Patriarch. It was then that Juliana approached panicked high officials and the Grand Patriarch himself with a proposal of pure genius. He showed them a stone known as an asterisk, saying the granting of vocation should be based on it, overseen by the Orthodoxy. Those who sought such vocations would apply to the Orthodoxy and pay a fair price. Anyone with the means to pay could thus learn a new job.
That's no different from the old system where people had to pay alms.
No different indeed. But the Grand Patriarch and his officials had not but the material profits of the Orthodoxy in mind.
Yup.
Hence, they accepted Juliana's proposal without question, even appointing him to the important position of overseeing the new asterisk system.
Damn, that's crazy.
I fail to see how that really changed anything.
Well, it did far more than you would guess. For he was the only one who knew how to make the asterisk stones.
Why, that wily old fox?
So it was Juliana robbed the Orthodoxy of its authority to grant jobs and took it for himself.
God damn.
What of the Orthodoxy's profits? Wouldn't they demand Juliana transfer the proceeds to their coffers?
They're already making money doing like everything else.
Juliana was long gone.
Oh.
Abandoning the seat of Archbishop, he fled with his knowledge of the asterisk craft.
Damn. Alright. Never
He
mind.
also took arms and armor the Orthodoxy had seized from around the world. Items of such power that their use was forbidden. He took them all and sealed them away in a hidden location. They now lie secreted away against the day the Orthodoxy's tyranny or some other impending doom threatens the people. He then hid himself in Juliana Woods until those who knew him reached the end of their natural lives. But that did not take long, for I led the forces of the shadows to ensure their swift demise. I had always believed the Crystal Orthodoxy required not but the crystals, the Vestals, and the faithful. With the institution free of corruption, I returned to my homeland of Eternia after a 700-year absence. Where my family's castle once stood, I built a fortress of ice from whence I have been watching over the Orthodoxy's head temple. Meanwhile, Juliana retired to that land to tend to the Vestals, but you know of that better than I.
Yeah, okay, he's
Say
just
Juliana.
1,000 years old then. Okay. No other explanation about it.
The asterisk painting.
Sage Juliana created asterisks to chip away at the Crystal Orthodoxy's authority.
Yeah, hold on. I could just, like, go into my key items and, like, point all of them out. Yeah, all these ones here. I have a lot of them. Oh, we're just gonna walk right up to... Oh, there's no, like, save point up to this. Uh-oh. There's no save point. Oh wait, there's a save point. Okay. Lilith's Rod. A rod that casts single target Aspire. Cool. And it's better than the poison rod. Alright, now we gotta figure some shit out here. Lightning, power boost. Demon slaying? No, he's not a demon. He said it himself. He's not a vampire, but like Well, I'll examine, so we have an idea of what we're fighting at least. But let me just double check I have everything ready. Is all this still lightning? Yeah, sure is. What's one that's going to be really easy to get? Physical attack down. No Human Slayer? Yeah. No Human Slayer is rough. Like, considering all of the amount of humans we fight in this game. Let's just put it over, like, Poison Touch or something. And just call it a day. It only gets worse from here on in. Sure does. Can I walk around a little bit? Oh, okay, no, never mind.
I commend you for making it this far.
Oh, no more paintings?
The final painting lies beyond this throne. I shall reveal it to you if you defeat me in battle.
Oh, no.
What?
The last test is a test of strength. I shall only reveal the painting to those whom I deem worthy. One might also say that there is no need for those who are unworthy to lay their eyes upon it. But be forewarned, I am a formidable foe. I trust you are well prepared.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? But what could go wrong? That's the coolest buck sword you have. Alright. What's the deets? What are we dealing with here? Grabby guy. Yeah, he's human. Oh, brother. Alright. Oh, it's fast as fuck. Oh, I really do need a ninja for this. It's weak to light. I don't have anything light. I just have the summons. I have the gun. I can swap everything to light, though, if I have to load the save. Oh, hold on. We need to double all of our HP. Same plan as it ever was. Double all of our HP. Bone Crush. Oh my god. Oh, he has a lot more magic defense than physical. He has a bunch of magic. Ow. Sacrifice HP. Fuck it, why not? Oh, this fight's gonna take a long time. Bone Crush. Wait, grabbing a Bone Crush is just gonna kill any of us, no matter our HP. Okay, I get it. I see their plan. Oi! Give that back to me. Let's hit Utsutsemi and then get ourselves back up to full HP. I'm so glad that my heals are like ridiculously crazy. And also, not having a pirate here really sucks. If I hit Lux here, this is gonna be a really bad idea, probably. Hold on. What is Know Thine Enemy? Hit by a single target attack from the selected enemy during the turn this ability is used. I mean, everything so far has just been AoE bullshit. I could try... Hold on. Know Thine Enemy, and then attack. Sure, let's just hit Lux. Kairai. Select the target at the enemy action so that all of our... If this works, then Tiz is gonna get hit with a single target move and then do like a super counter. And Demi to stay alive.
Take my aid!
Here goes. Huge heals. Yeah, Bone Crush does 0 for faster than him.
Now I'm serious!
Woo! Nice. What if we just, hold on, we could just use items and just like create a weakness. I think that's our plan here. Elemental vulnerability, fire. And let's just make some, like... just in case it ever happens.
Don't fall for me now.
Holy weapon. That's what I say when I find a weapon out of a chest. Ha ha ha. You can already hit, well, it counts as so many items, actually.
Ready to fly?
Oh, we did it! We broke damage limit! More fire weakness, please. No, just a semi, just in case. Moon Shadow to keep that going. Dragon Fang, Beast Liver. Oh, the order matters. Okay.
Time to settle this!
Got you. Slam down cures like it's nobody's business. Slam down a cure and toss the turbo ether to your local gun. Semi Infinity. Oh, I should have sent that. Oh no.
So long!
Yeah, because we're breaking damage limit now, so I want to. Shit. Heal everyone. Phlogiston. Elements of vulnerability.
This has only begun!
Holy shit, 20,000 HP. send out Infinity. Get the semi. He could say send Infinity. Okay.
Ready to fly?
Check this shit out. Holy shit. Wait, that worked out like as perfect as I wanted it to be. Oh wait, he's like basically almost dead. Holy shit. Bobby guy. Slam heals. Piercing bolt. Phlogiston. Vulnerability. Never mind, this worked out totally fine, actually. Jesus Christ. Full crush. Bitch. How dare you? Normal items be upon you.
Be the immortal Lester De Rosso has been defeated.
Oh, I'm so glad there's no phase 2. I would have lost my mind if there was a phase 2. And everyone is alive for it. A Mega Elixir and a Nightmare Pillow. Most importantly, we also now can become a vampire. So I was waiting to level up and do all of my grinding after I got this for one key reason. Oh, really? Is that all this class has on it? Well, yep, it's Blue Mage time. Absorb stats and abilities when attacking. Learns the abilities of monsters. It favors daggers, rods, and staves. Was just generic, really good stat scaling all around. A-rank with shields. So yeah, I was waiting
I am a man of my word. Behold the final painting.
I was waiting for a little bit. I was waiting to get this class, knowing that I'm gonna walk around the entire world just leveling up vampire and unlocking basically just looking up trying to get all of the beast abilities for vampire. Now we get the final bit of lore. And there it is. Able to harness the power of monsters. Yeah, level 1. Use the monster's ability. Specialty, Genome Drain. A character with this ability can learn certain enemy abilities when targeted by them. So that's the gimmick. We get hit by the move, and if we can learn it, we do learn it. And then we have it forever. We have it forever on every vampire as well. So if Edea learns it here, every vampire has the access to the ability. So Restore HP equal to 30% of the damage taken from physical attacks. Absorb from one target an amount of HP equal to the damage dealt by a conventional attack. Bloodlust. Physical attack, magic attack, physical defense, magic defense raised by 25% for 5 turns. Each time you defeat an enemy with your own attack. And there's Charming an Enemy, which we're going to need. Absorb from one target an amount of MP equal to 10% of the damage dealt by a conventional attack. Raise the damage dealt by genome abilities to 1.25 times normal. Battle Thirst. Absorb 1 BP from the target for 16 MP. That's insane. Subvert, a 50% chance to place all enemies in charm. Fully restores your HP at the end of battle. Absorb the selected stat from one target. Raise the damage dealt by drain attacks to 1.5 times normal. The BP drained by Battle Thirst will be doubled. And then Geno Dream all the way up here, and Rise from Dead. A 50% chance to recover from KO. Your HP will also recover an amount equal to 25% of your max HP. Cool. So now, all of the stuff I'm going to be saving for off-stream is just me going around and finding all of the monster abilities. There's quite the amount of them. Leave me in peace. No, you told me to look at your painting, so I'm going to go do that.
This painting.
It is the angel descended from the heavens during my final battle against Juliana.
An angel?
When we last did battle 1800 years ago, the battle raged 100 days. The mountains of Norende rent asunder. Knowing the battle was reaching its end, I mustered the last of my strength to cast my greatest of spells. As my final attack surged forth, the angel did descend from the skies over Norende.
Are you sure it was an angel?
Verily so, for there are no other words to describe her. For a moment, Juliana and I stood captivated. Before we realized it, our struggle was forgotten. We both tended to the angel. But the angel lost her light. Her wings were shattered and her body torn asunder. There seemed little hope she would live. When she came to her senses, she trembled with fear. Yet with little remaining strength in her body, she made unto us an appeal.
What appeal? What did the angel say to you?
Here she passed from this world. She slipped in and out of consciousness over many a day. In between ever-growing periods of unconsciousness, it was all she could do to mutter incoherently. A trap most vile, such a fool am I, the warriors of light, if it's not too late. These she would repeat over and over. When she did come to her senses, she would speak of the calamity that had befallen her. She spoke of how Luxendark was on the brink of doom, and spoke with precision of the events that has heralded its coming. She herself was surprised to find that she knew of details of our past, and events of the future as well. The struggle between the old faith and orthodoxy, the tragedy that would befall my family, my immortality, even events of the distant future.
The distant future?
Yes, for the angel spoke of events that have not come to pass even now. Events that await you in your future. She told of a bringer of evil who would appear in the guise of one friendly to the Vestals and seduce them into unleashing chaos in the name of awakening the crystals. This evil one would destroy Luxendark by piercing the boundary that protects this world and the opening of a great rift that sunders the earth shall herald its coming.
The Great Chasm.
The angel told of many other omens ere the great chasm would open. The light of earth shall raise up the north, and a deathly plague shall cover all the lands. Then shall a great rift rend the earth. She then entrusted me with a certain task, one that only an immortal such as I could fulfill.
What sort of task could only an immortal fulfill?
That I cannot say, for she swore me to secrecy. But thereupon she quietly passed from this world. For 3 days and 3 nights, my former mortal enemy Yuliana and I spoke of what had transpired. Ultimately, we vowed to join forces to prepare for the coming doom of which the angel had foretold.
Let's see.
The painting of the angel. It all started with this fateful meeting.
Alright. Genome abilities available to vampires from the outset. Allows the character to learn certain enemy attacks they've withstood. Once you've learned an attack, it will show up under abilities in the encyclopedia. You can also find hints about which attacks can be learned hidden in the bestiary. Oh, hold on. Oh, I have so many bestiary. Oh, wait, it's in like got so many notes. Oh no. On aquatic. What is it? Under abilities in the encyclopedia within D's journal. Oh, abilities. Okay. Gotcha. And all of the compounding stuff I've done. Which is not that many, considering the list is as huge as it is. Find hints about which attacks can be learned hidden in the bestiary. Okay. Oh, hold on. We need to... It's silly me walking out of this place. I can simply just leave. Oh, it just puts me all the way out here. Okay. Well, alrighty. Well, that was a fun lore dump. Again, I don't remember much of the details of ever doing that dungeon before, so it's nice to get a refresher or just to learn more about what happened in this game. Now I'm gonna just start leveling up. It's inevitable. I've been needing to do so. It's about damn time I did it. So now we have nothing else to do except level up and fight these guys. Well, it's not that I want to level up. There's something that I want to get specifically before we start fighting. And that requires me to walk all the way over here. Right. Okay. So the plan for today is that I'm going to have everyone learn Black Mage. Black Mage up to a very high level. This is gonna help me a lot with the bosses coming up, and just in general for anybody who wants to use magical stuff. Kind of want that. Also, we have all of our jobs available to us except for one. Not sure what the last one is going to be, but we have quite the options available to us at least. Or you can just get Fireball and Vampire. That is true. Withstand the hits. Hold on. So I've also... Okay, so I hope you guys don't mind that I'm gonna pull up like a... I'm intending to do all this off stream anyway, but I'm just gonna figure out where all of the genome abilities are, because I've also played this game before. So hmm. Oh, I see. There's gonna be a couple of them I'm gonna be missing, but it's fine. Hi, Betsy. Betsy, it was nice to see you today. It was nice seeing you today as well. Also, hi, Kyoju. Sorry if I missed you earlier. It's nice to have all you guys here. Hope you're well. I'm doing very well today. Last week was pretty rough for me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, thank you for checking in, Betsy. Yeah, last week was pretty rough. And I feel like I've recovered a lot from that. And I think like it was either... No, it was definitely Tuesday. Tuesday I was like kind of really far into my own head. I recovered from that though. And that is and ever since then I feel like my week has been pretty good. Well, I'm trying to figure out where the hell I get my... I just got the blue mage equivalent in this game, so I'm just trying to figure out where they are. I've also beat this game before, so I have no qualms with looking up a guide for all of this. If I'm not mistaken, we can actually go back to the dungeon and get one. But we have to be very careful and not die in the process. That's the tough part about it. You have to get hit by the ability. You also have to be alive. That's the most important part about it. But yeah, yeah, today I'm doing pretty alright. I'm looking forward to just hanging out in VR tonight, and maybe tomorrow as well. Usually weekend is the time I have for VR stuff. Don't forget your armor this time? True. I need to also encounter... Okay, so I have an idea. We can do this with anybody, but I'll go ahead and swap Adia. Adia is on a job that has been leveled for a very long time. E ranked on the armor, so that should still be fine. Right, because you can do like any of these. We'll just stick with the daggers for now. For the time being, let's also... The only thing that we need to do is we need to have them live the move. So as long as we get the move, we can leave. Get in, get out. Alright, cool, perfect. You can be immune to it? Oh, yeah. Right. How could I forget? Alright, come on. Do the move. Sick. Alright. Now we don't have to be here anymore. Hellfire. Fire-based physical attack. Not the move, but a move. Oh, just got a million levels off that. Okay, there we go. Let me turn off max encounter rates. That's, I don't want to deal with that. We also have an outbreak coming up very shortly. So let me get in a good spot before we do our power leveling. Just go to the airship for the time being, I guess. Alright, sick. Oh my god, we're still mortally wounded. Okay, never mind. Not anymore. We're good now. Okay, I'll be back in just a second. The ad break is gonna run in like 2 seconds. So, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Sorry to have to subject you to more ads, but there's not much else I can do about that. Anyway, see you guys in just a couple of minutes. BRB. Enjoy some music, by the way. Good. Alright. Welcome back, everyone. I took this extra time to get a quick sip of water and also double check where some abilities are. I fear as though the much coveted fireball is not available to me yet. However, I did get Hellfire. That was a pretty good start, at least. Degons are early enemies. Remember, the world's state has changed. I don't think that I can find them anymore. Otherwise, they would be in this area that I'm going to, like, right now. If it's not available to me now, I could probably find it later. The option is still available to me if I can't find it now. Can you find Bahamut? I feel like I vaguely remember what Bahamut is from the second game. I think I'll find him later. Maybe? Let me see. Just double check. Oh, it's not now. It's not now. So if it's not in here, I can't get it. Just straight up can't get it now. Although if I'm lucky and I get a fucking bastard bird to do the same move that kills me over and over and over again. Oh, hey, cool. It's that bastard bird. Cool. Damn it, never mind. Oh, I also fucking forgot to do, like, everything. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna level everyone up, and then I forgot to, like, equip the key essentials for the shit I was gonna be leveling up. Okay, whatever. Sort of what I wanted. Not really, though. Okay, first things first. We need to re-equip everyone, or we have to change everyone's, change everyone to Black Mage. Growth ring on. And then we pray to God that we don't die. Yes, I am past chapter 4. That is why the cutoff point for early abilities is chapter 4 into chapter 5. I wanted to make sure that I could still complete the quest in Chapter 5, but that would require me to have to fight all 6 dragons on hard mode without like nearly as much of the tools as I had. In doing so, I probably inadvertently have now missed out on a couple of abilities. But that is simply fine. I kind of calculate. I might have some important absorb abilities I might be missing, but I can always find them later. Off the list? Oh no. There we go. Now we just hope that someone on the team goes first. I mean, shit, you could just use your vampirism move. Oh, I have charm available to me. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it's because I leveled up. Right. Too much damage this does. Probably not going to be a lot because I have a dagger. Oh, wait, no, it's a physical move, right. So I'm trying not to do this. I'm trying not to level up everyone too much. I just want to get Pierce Magic Defense, then just be done with this. Honestly, just repeat. Cool. I think with a bit of ingenuity and figuring out what enemies from now possess those items, then figure something out. Cool. I also learned the tornado from these guys without dying forever. Right, I'm still cranked down on healing. Can get Firestorm at least? Yeah, that's... I mean, I could go to the Fire Crystal after I get all of this Pierce Magic Defense. That's probably the plan. Let's just put you on item duty. This is why I'm saving before all of these, by the way. On the chance encounter that I eat shit and die. See, I'm already like level 9 on Vampire, by the way. Like, just... These flowers, for like no reason, just have so much experience on them. I don't need to worry about money because I already have infinite money. So like. Fuck. Damn it. These birds. These birds petty as hell. They didn't do this in one night, fool. They shitting up a storm. Literally. Oh my god. Stupid fucking video. Again, I promise I'm not leveling up too much. I'm gonna get level 12, I'm gonna get Pierce Magic Defense, and then I'm gonna bounce. Bastards from hell. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my great question? Where's my wind resistance? It's on something I should probably also level up. So what are you telling me? The only person that's leveled up Thief is Oh, you also equip it. You're not casting shit right now, so you're just gonna sit there and be fast. Make the enemy slow. You don't have a bait win, but you have item crits. That's what we're gonna do for this. Oh, cool. I've maxed out the amount of JP I can get. Okay, let me actually stagger this off to a different save. Oh, let me go. Fuck. I can't! Oh, man! Even with plus 10% speed, these birds are fast as fuck. Can't stand it. Hi, Lukester. I'm having a great time, kind of sort of leveling people up in the meantime. I'm probably going to get to level 99, that's obvious. That's probably going to be happening, but, oh wait, here we go. Alright, cool. This is way better than most of the times I've done this shit. Who cares? Who cares if you just critical hit and win anyway? Okay, we only have to do that like 4 or 5 more times, I think. One more time for Ring a Bell, and then you can level up something the fuck else on that guy. Here's magic defense. Okay, sick. I mean, Black Magic level 6 is right there. It's group cast. Enables group casting even for normally non-group cast magic. Not apply to magic targeting yourself. Interesting. Well, I got the thing I wanted to get. Here's magic defense is also a whole 3. It takes up 3 whole slots. Is that a problem? Oh. Increase the damage of magic that can be group cast by 1.5 times by narrowing its focus to a single target. I mean, I could do that. I could, like, just do gun. I could just be a gun. Or what if I just, like, lowered the cost of my magic? That also works. Being said, where are we leveling up for you? That's... I mean, Time Mage is probably a good invest. Yeah, we need your stop immunity. We at least need your stop immunity before we need your stupid busted maxed out level ability that I totally am not going to cheese this game with. None whatsoever. Perish the thought, actually. Who the fuck else is, like, kind of slacking on White Mage? I kind of want to get Angelic Ward. Actually, I lied. I want Angelic Ward. How many items do I have? Well, it's a good thing I saved. Could have crit on any of them. Could have crit any of them. Even with nullify, like even with the bait wind, it's just. Oh. What happened? Okay. 2 more times for everyone else, and then we're gonna go fight the one guy. Ring a Bell is so far behind in experience. I wonder why. Jesus. They wanted her dead so bad. Also, I just kind of like... I like that I have a setup that it's just like... I have Holy One and Healing Lore, and I don't really need much else for healing magic, because it's just... Alright, cool, my heals just do 5,000. The enemy just has to deal with me healing, like, all the time. Well, good thing I did. I got the 1 crit at least. Adia's gonna miss out experience on that, but... Where is it? The one that increases mine by a lot. There it is. Also, the fact that I never found a single dragon here means I don't think they spawn here anymore. Which is unfortunate. That's fine. Just need to find them later. Alright, sick. Now it's time to go back to whatever the hell we were doing before. You were doing that, and you... Mastered Arcanist. Oh, summoning surges. Also 3 slots. Okay. What's the number on convergence? It's 0.5 times the normal, but by narrowing its focus on a single target. Or I could simply just use the same summon 5 times in a row. Because it's plus 10%. Summoning Surge, and then pair that with MPF plus 20%. That's even if I'm continuing to summon, which I will, because I'm going to be fighting the Fire Crystal first, I guess. Actually, let me... Hold on, I'm thinking about some things. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. I have enough time to, like... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everyone. I think, looking at the time, looking at the stuff I have to do in-game, I can probably figure something out for next time. I don't want to go on for super long like I did yesterday, and I feel like I'm actually at a pretty decent stopping point. And we did go through the Vampire Castle today, so that was a pretty good tidbit of lore. Ring a Bell will forever be one level behind, but you know what? That's fine, I guess. We can figure out like a party comp and stuff, and then we fight the crystals tomorrow. Yeah, I think that sounds good. I don't want to like push myself too much today. And it is starting to get quite hot. So I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and I think wrap it up. Might as well wrap it up in the spot that I usually do. Yeah, thanks everyone for sticking by today. I knew I wanted to get the Vampire Castle done today. That was like the #1 priority. Now that I got now I got that out of the way, and some extra like genomes on the way. And you know what? I guess I could just go and get more of the genome abilities without like necessarily having to like kill anything, and then I'll come back next stream a little bit more prepared, a little bit more geared up to fight all these crystals again. And yeah. I hope you all had a good time here. We got a lot of the lore stuff, which I personally don't mind. It was fun relearning all of that. Yeah, for now, I think let's find us a raid target. Whoa, hold on. I immediately found someone we're raiding off to.